Good morning, Alistair. This is JJ from Mendix. Well, hello to you too. I was reading through some of my messages on LinkedIn the other day, and your outline was pushed into my feed. So good to see that you've been kicking goals at Citibank for 6 years now. How did you get started there? I reckon we all got started like that at some point in our careers. I mean, just between you and I, is Citibank a good place to work for in terms of culture? I've got a friend who's looking to apply for a role there. Hey, look, I didn't want to overstep, but thanks anyway. I mean, large companies are always difficult to navigate, and sometimes, like one organization can be fantastic to work for, whilst others, who might just sit around the corner from you, they can be challenging. Focus and attention. That's what it is. Everyone gets distracted from their targets, and it's tough to get on with the job. Is that the same for you at times? Yep. Gee, sorry, I get carried away when I have a chat. Mendix is an awesome company, and they're the ones who brought me to you. Mendix brings the business world and IT crashing together in this collaborative harmony, and we're here to help and hopefully make some contacts and case studies as we go. I'm sure it all sounds like a bit of a fairy tale. So to explain what this collaboration and harmony thing is, so your business has a need, right? Maybe it's to automate some process or penetrate a new vertical or channel, or maybe it's just to reduce a headcount or gain some efficiencies, right? Whatever it is. There's always something. And sometimes those issues aren't massive problems, just small ones. Maybe you don't need a multi-million dollar CRM replacement project today, but you would like your customer portal to be a little bit more user friendly, or your billing system to be easier to maintain, or something like that. But then, after deciding what your problem is in the business. On the flip side, IT only have so much budget, people, and time, right? And therefore they just don't have the resources to look at every single issue you may have. Instead, they end up having to palm the issue off onto a team or technology or even a vendor who will try and shoehorn you and your business into a requirement and your business requirement into whatever tool that they have going at the time. That's normally where we sometimes get, like HR platforms being built in management ticketing systems, or I don't know, using a massive BPM tool to automate a one-off backend integration. So I'm sure you've done it yourself. Where you try to pigeonhole a pre-existing solution for one of your new requirements, and it doesn't really always match. Sort of like using a butter knife to remove a wall screw. Yeah, I know. With enough time and patience and bleeding, I'm sure you can do it. But maybe next time you should just go get the screwdriver, right? Does that sound like something that sometimes happens at Citibank? Well, tell me more. I mean, how does that make you feel when your issues are offloaded to the wrong team and then they use something that really isn't fit for purpose? I hear you. I hear you, Al. It would make me crazy as hell. But just so I'm clear, what I believe you are, what I believe you're really saying is that if your issue was higher up in the food chain, then it would probably be looked at in a timely fashion and probably solutioned more appropriately, rather than being pushed into someone else's project and therefore out of your hands. Is that right? Yep, yep. Hey, look. Um, thanks for being so candid with me. So Mendix is a low-code language and platform. Instead of getting experienced Java developers or SAP consultants or whatever you need to build the stuff for you, you can get your own team in your business to start the wireframe process themselves within the application, within Mendix. So you build out the look and feel of your requirements, Uh, and it's not like PowerPoint. You're actually building the screens, the forms, the portals, the business logic, the data tables, and anything else you can think of without the need for any development skills. You know, we run your team through like 5 days of free training. Um, it's all online, so they can do it over the course of however many weeks or months they wanna. Um, and they can start building apps themselves. I mean, if this can all be proven to you, and we can show you how life can be easier and more efficient using Mendix, then will you sponsor us to have a conversation with IT on your behalf? Well, yeah, look, great question. The end goal, I want to give you an all-in-one capability that your own team can use to build out your own requirements. Simple. Rather than relying upon someone else's resources and timelines. And when it comes time to do some more of the heavy lifting, like security or single sign-on or some back-end integration thing, then we hand the solution over to IT, and they can finish the rest. I mean, we give control back to the business, right? But at the same time, we understand IT's importance in your company. So we give them a common interface back to you to make sure that IT stuff is as it should be, right? Uh, by you being in control of building out your own requirements, then you don't wait for anyone. You get to decide how it works and you prioritize what stuff you're going to solve today. Let me give you the 60-minute overview over a meeting. Bring anyone you like, and we'll show you what thousands of our other customers in the financial services industry are doing around the world, and why Gartner, good old Gartner, says we are the best low code vendor in the world for the third year running. We're talking about proper FSIs here as well, like Rabobank, largest agricultural bank in the world. They managed to reduce their systems of record and infrastructure costs by more than 50%. Mendix enabled about 18 billion in savings for their 500,000 customers through a core system replatforming. And Mendix also allowed for the delivery of a modern banking experience by non-traditional developers, probably the first in the banking industry worldwide. Are you free next Tuesday, or would you prefer to do Friday? Oh, look, of course. Everyone's busy these days. Probably trying to keep your head above water and to keep on top of unrealistic workloads while still trying to follow the right procedures. I get it, man. I get it. Uh, when we don't make time for innovation and improvement, then what my customers are telling me is that nothing ever changes for them. And they are either stuck doing whatever they're doing forever, or they move jobs to try and find something better. But it's never better out there. Never. Not unless you lean on those outside your normal sphere of influence to show you how they did it and what the possibilities are. I'm giving you that opportunity. If I invest just a few of my days in your success, would you be willing to meet me halfway and at least listen to what my team has done for other companies similar to Citibank? And is Tuesday or Friday next week better for you? Good stuff. Friday it is.